Dolly Parton has been married. Dolly Parton has been married for an unbelievable 58 years.
Good for her. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause.
Her husband's name is Carl Dean. I don't know. We'd be hard-pressed to know what the heck does he look like, that Carl Dean. Well, Dolly was on the Dumb Blonde podcast and explained that award shows and events make him really uncomfortable, so he opts out of being her plus one, and that's why I don't know what this guy looks like. The idea of your partner opting out of your very public life, what do you make of that, Pradita?
You know what? First of all, I was like, she has a man. I didn't know. Like you said, don't even know how he looks like. But this dynamic clearly works for them, and I think we all have to respect that. Look, he knows his lane, he knows his jam. He'd rather be at home watching MASH or Cheers or Netflix. I don't know this man, but just saying, he knows what he likes, and being all dolled up, tux and all that is not his lane. I'd rather you do that than being sour at the table, not greeting people, like carrying on, embarrassing me.
Remember Ben Affleck?
Yes.
At every event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay home.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
I remember that. No, I'm with you. Listen, I don't want a husband like this, so anybody's watching, don't come to me with your salty saltiness. But I'm team Dolly's husband because I'd rather a person who's like, I know what my strengths are and I know what my weaknesses are. And I don't want to go to these events. I'm not good at small talk. I don't want to be in this monkey suit. So I'm going to stay home so you can do your thing because it's really work for her, right? It's social, but it's also work. And I'd rather have someone who did that than somebody like Ben, miserable. Their whole body language is making you feel like you can't enjoy the event, right? You can't enjoy yourself because you're like, I'm having fun, but I can feel my partner wanting to go home. So I'd rather stay home, do your thing, and I'll see you. We're gonna see you every single day anyway.
There we go. There we go.
Sure, that's the dilemma, right? Like, that's the dilemma if you have a partner who wants to...
Ryan sometimes wants to come out with me. I mean, there's the practical thing is we have a young daughter, so if I have to work and I'm going out to an event, someone has to parent, right? And he's fine with that. But Ryan is a social butterfly. For you guys who have met him, he likes being out. And I'll be honest, he is way more fun than I am. And I think people really, the other part of that, I think we underestimate how a really strong partner can actually really work as a beautiful social lubricant, if I may use that terminology. When you come into a space, and especially if you're meeting new people, even if it is a work event and you're networking, my husband has a great sense of humor. He can find commonalities with anybody. He's a big sports guy, so you're meeting people with their partners. The guys talk sports, so he's way more fun, and you leave that exchange with like, you know, Melissa and that husband, and it says a lot about me that my husband is so great.
Yes. Can I add something, though? When you're a woman like you all are, in the limelight, powerful, strong, you don't want a partner who's gonna dim your light and gonna be annoyed by your energy, right? And I think sometimes if you're in the wrong partnership, that person doesn't like when you're outside being the belle of the ball and whatnot. So I think what Dolly and her husband have is a great dynamic because he understands this is not for me. You be Dolly Parton, the mega star, and I'm gonna be at home holding down our house because in the house, she's not Dolly Parton the star. That's his wife, that's her husband.
For sure, she's still wearing makeup though in the house.
Full makeup. I think that a lot of people get into relationships and don't have this discussion about what does it look like? What does a unit look like? What does a coupledom look like? There are a lot of people who just go into assuming that every single event, you'll be there together. You'll go grocery shopping together. You will be at the company party together. You will do all these things together. And when somebody doesn't see it the same way, it starts to become a problem and a friction, right? And so I love what you're saying in that it's clear that this works for their dynamic. But I think for people it doesn't work for. Like, what if you've got an introvert and an extrovert?
I want my space. Leave me alone. Like, go and do something. I'm here. Too. You're there. Do you know what I mean? Who wants to be around their partner all day, 24/7?
I hear a lot of wives say that.
Get your own thing. No, I love my man. I love my husband. But I'm just saying you should have a separate, independent life from the marriage. It can't always be. Do you know what I mean?
But if he never wanted to show up, like, listen, I'm fine with this too. I also have an introverted partner. But like, I think for some people, if you weren't there to do the red carpet photo of whatever that is, the equivalent of in your life,
it would bother them.
It would bother. And I think if people are being honest, a lot of people would be bothered by that. I feel like I know
don't you
them.
support me kind of thing?
Don't you support me? Don't you want to see me shine?
Everybody's going to ask where you are. I have to make an excuse as to why you're not here.
Because she actually had to be a really strong person, too, to field undoubtedly a lot of questions about where's your man? He doesn't want to come and see you? He doesn't want to celebrate you?
You know, it turns out she's doing okay.
And maybe that's why she's been married for so long.
Pradita, we want to say a huge thank you for you being back with us today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.